Hey, and welcome to the Leftover Culture Review. We've got to keep our voices down tonight because I've been hearing noises freaking everywhere and they're driving me crazy. That's the problem with a games room like this. It keeps growing and it grows with you and you get more and more stuff and you start to accumulate more things, but when you're not around as often, when you're not making videos every 3 weeks, it keeps growing without you. You don't know where half this stuff comes from. It just accumulates and it grows and it festers. But we gotta track down. So guys, looking around the room, it looks like my Woogie got out. These are like super annoying virtual monsters, so I guess we better find it before it interrupts any more reviews. It's just my Woogie, who doesn't have a forgotten virtual pet somewhere. I mean, these things were all the rage. This particular one is from 2008. For me personally, it's like right on that cusp of everyone having smartphone technology, having apps, having games on their phones. You wouldn't go out and buy a toy like this that had the cheap LCD screens that could play 1 or 2 mini games. It just wasn't great for a consumer, and as a business you could put out an app and start making that money on the microtransactions. So these things just aren't really around anymore, a real product of the time. But look, the virtual pets and the LCD games, they were cheap. For kids growing up in the last 30 years, that was like the easiest entry point into having a new game every couple of weeks. You could beg your parents for these LCD games. But now, having an awesome game is just a tap away in the App Store. It's not a big deal. So, yeah, things like my Woogie, it got neglected. It actually wasn't that great to begin with. So don't think of the Woogie as this like uncontrollable monster. Think of it as like 5 goldfish and 2 cats' lives saved just by having a virtual pet like this. It was an awesome distraction, and for people who didn't really want to look after real pets or have that sort of commitment, the virtual pet scene was actually pretty compelling. These things were monsters. Disgusting, noisy, and kind of annoying. That's the whole deal with them. They were virtual pets made for people who didn't really like having real pets. So the real appeal for like these virtual monsters, for me, really is the toy design. Like, it feels quite unique, it's quite big, and the silicone spiky skin can be pulled back to reveal the brain underneath. So each of these Woogies shipped with 3 different minigames to help you train them up for the battles. The battles that you probably would never have because you'd never see another person with a freaking Woogie. Unless you had siblings and parents who would buy everyone like the same type of virtual pet or virtual monster, you wouldn't find another kid with a toy like this that you could battle against. You're stuck just training it and listening to it burp. So we've got 3 mini games on here: Shake, Shout, and Tumble. Shake requires you to shake the Woogie until it stops, then you stop. Tumble is pretty much the same thing. You've got to watch which way the face flips and then orient it in the right direction. And Shout is just a shouting match with your Woogie. It yells at you, you yell back. Simple as that. So guys, my Woogie really wanted to turn in the spotlight, but don't hesitate to put some of your own favourite virtual monsters down in the comments because I'd love to check them out too. I think these toys are really cool, but they're also like a real product of their time. They're cheap, they're toy first, they're little virtual games, they're virtual pets, but they're things you can hold, they're tangible, and I've always really enjoyed the technology you can hold in your hand. The minigame aspect is kind of interesting to me as well. I really enjoy how miniaturized some games can get, how simple games can be. You may have seen that I did a whole episode on the Sega Dreamcast VMU, literally Sega's smallest video games that they've ever produced, right there on the VMU. It was basically a memory card, and they did some really cool stuff with it. So I do like seeing these unique small gaming experiences wrapped up in these like little bundles. If you want some more monstrous video game action, be sure to check out some of my previous Halloween review. Now it's time to tease, taunt, and shake my Woogie and really put it back in its place because I do not want this thing interrupting any more reviews. Until next time guys, stay tuned, thanks for watching, and remember that we've got our very own video game. More madness for the PC. Download it for free if you haven't already. Get a PC if you don't have a PC.